Good evening, everyone. My gracious, look at this. Everybody's up in chat, and everybody is here. Good evening, owls. Yeah, my hair's wild. The wind outside is something else, let me tell you. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Trying to catch up on what all I've missed. How are you doing, Dark Lord Minute? Welcome into chat. And good evening, Monica. How are you doing? I see Pam's gone on a popsicle run. Good evening, Tamara. How are you doing? Time to hoot and holler. I like that one. Normal? What is this normal you speak of? Good evening, Kathy. How are you doing? Good evening, Cheryl. Welcome into chat. Hope everyone's doing well. I didn't even know you were moving, Pam, but I have to say I am glad you're out of California. I don't wish California on nobody. I have no clue what normal is, except, what is that, a setting on the dryer? Good evening, Pete Oseo. How are you doing, Pete? Good evening, Candy. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Good evening, Forest Girl. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? I, I was outside. Junior's had to run to bucket a quarter tree. We've run out of sugar here at family's house. Good evening, Amy. How are you doing? Welcome into chat. Well, yeah, you depend on that middle finger, international sign language. And when you really want to point at something and get your point across. Oh no, I am sorry you cut your finger. I don't know what it is about any paper cuts, any cut on the fingers will hurt, and well, of course, it takes longer because they're moving a lot, but still, man. Yeah, we got those storms heading our way. It's going to hit overnight. Oh my gracious, Kathy. That sounds like something I do. Finger into vodka. It can't waste that vodka. Yeah, they're heading through and they're building. Not only have I been hurting like crazy, but the winds for the last 3 days have really, really picked up. Each day they're getting a little stronger, so I know that instability in the atmosphere is growing like crazy. I was watching the radar, watching them build. Well, yeah, it's killing the germs, but then you can't make tincture with it unless you want flavored vodka. Oh no, Kathy. I just saw that. Poached fingertip. That's wrong for us, girl. Oh, that's bad. Don't you have some yarrow, Kathy? Yeah. You have to be careful when it gets that bad if it's to the bone, because then you have to watch out for bone infection. Extra protein to the plants. The only time you'll see poison sumac is when you go usually into the swamp. Poison sumac has white berries. Good evening, G Mama Grows. Welcome in the chat. But yeah, I've only seen it twice in my life, and I go back in the swamps, the hollers, all back down in there. I've only seen it twice. It's not my first language. Now, Kathy, you got to remember that's not what they mean by the other white meat. Kathy said if you can get a picture of it, send it, email it to me, and I will answer you and tell you exactly what it is. I couldn't help myself, Candy. Were they able to finally get it stopped? But yeah, if you've got yarrow, remember always keep ground yarrow around your medicine cabinet. That is natural bleed stop. That's what they make bleed stop out of. Yeah, I couldn't help myself. You gotta have fun every once in a while, crack a joke. And I knew that was gonna get I'm trying to get that glare out of the screen. Yes, super glue. Super glue works wonders. Of course, I was super glue and duct tape because I was around construction uh, almost all my life. Frog legs with other white meat. Yeah, black pepper will work, but man, it's gonna burn. Not like anything else isn't gonna burn, but yeah, always keep powdered yarrow close. That way you can stop bleeding. Uh, Pork, chicken, parts of turkey, fish. Depends on the fish. Alligator. Uh, I'm trying to think here. Yep, that's absolute truth. That's the truth. It's held many a person together. Yeah, I know it burns that bad. Yes, I know. I've used it before. Also, black pepper back in the day. I don't know if it works on these newfangled radiators, but the old cars you could put black pepper in your radiator and it'd plug a leak. Yep, you just dry the leaves, um, and use a coffee grinder if you got one. That'll get it super fine. Oh my gracious! All right, Kathy, you're getting about as bad. This is bad. This is something Lawrence would be doing. Lawrence isn't rubbing off on you, Kathy, is he? Owie hop, yes, owie hop, most definitely. You told him, Lawrence. You're welcome, G Mama Grows. More than happy to help. But yeah, I have quite a bit of that put back. Always keep it around. Ooh, I've heard a lot of people have done that. And speak of the devil, there he is. Good evening, Lawrence. You're so bad, Lawrence. You are so bad. Now, yarrow's very easy to grow. Uh, it'll even grow through the winter. Depends on how bad your winters are. If you get really, really cold, it'll go into hibernation over the winter. But here around my area, it stays green year round. Backups. Good evening, Tammy. Welcome in the chat. How are you doing? I have found out that is usually when you make the mistake, is when you're being too careful. I have learned that one myself. Good evening, Jen. How are you doing? Welcome in the chat. You gotta have backups for your backups. I'm doing good. Oh, hi, Granny's Garden. Hi, Miss Viola. How are you doing? Welcome in the chat. Wait a minute. Sugarcane seeds? Now, is it stalks or is it actual seeds? Because to be honest, I've never seen sugarcane seeds. I just means you wasn't gathered at fast enough, Bounty. Welcome in the chat, sister. How you doing? Good evening, Jeff. How are you doing? I'm doing good, y'all. I'm just really wore out, wore thin, and just waiting for this busy week to be over with and a little bit of normal to come back. Good evening, Andale. How are you doing? Yes, I did receive my card, and I had the last gift blessing video had you on it about the card. Good evening, the Jewish redneck prepper. How are you doing this evening? Yeah, this y'all just gonna have to bear with me. I know I have a lot of comments to catch up. It's not that I'm ignoring y'all. I promise I'm not. Good evening, end of the world. One, how are you doing? Welcome into chat. I'm trying to get ready for the Herb Society workshop I've got to do Thursday night, and then I got to spin around Saturday. I've got the craft fair to do. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. Normal? No, no, I have no absolute clue, except if I remember right, it's on the dryer. It's almost your slow time bounty. Almost. Oh, if anybody's down around Lamar, Mississippi, I'm going to post about it probably later tonight or tomorrow. Depends on everything. Uh, that's where I'll be at a craft fair. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to being there. They're looking forward for me to be there. And it's at a big alpaca farm, y'all. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, Forest Girl, I have no clue what normal is. That must be that lazy, dull stuff. I don't know. Yep, I'm looking for a slowdown hopefully next week. I might start getting to, catch up on comments and everything. Y'all just hold on. I haven't forgot y'all. You know what I'm more interested in because I can't do the spinning or knitting or anything. Believe it or not, alpaca poop uh, is extremely wonderful to use. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you. Good evening, LP. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Look at all these owls up in here. I look forward to Monday night every week. By the time Friday gets here, I'm already ready for Monday night. Good evening, Kathy. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Now, are you rinsing your mouth with warm salt water? Oh, honey, I have been in that little car of mine with 8 bags of horse poop in there. Yeah, I don't care. My little car is a work car. Now, depending on how many other teeth in your mouth, I don't want to know your business. But if you mix a little bit of lemon juice in with the salt water, yes, it's going to burn a little more, but it will toughen up your gums as well. It helps that salt and that lemon juice will pull those holes closed where you had your teeth pulled, and the lemon juice will toughen those gums up. Teeth. I'm telling you, the happiest day of my life was when all these were gone, y'all. It's amazing how your health just zoops up and everything. Teeth will kill you. I usually call them toopuses. Good evening, hippie chick. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Yes, it does. Yep. No. Didn't have no gas mask or nothing. Yep. I had every time that I've had teeth pulled. Yeah, no, I didn't want no toothbrush around my gums because the most I had pulled at once was 17. And that was fun, y'all. I'm telling you. Budding like crazy, yes, yes. This is a major grow time for lemons and everything. Keep that baby warm and you'll see some miracles with her. Hold on a minute. Hey, baby, my cup, I already washed my cup out. Okay. Air freshener. I'm trying to catch up with chat, y'all. Listen, there's no telling what you're liable to find in my car. There's hay, there's straw, I know there's dirt, there's wood chips, um, a few. Package of lime in there somewhere. Yeah, some lime spilled in it. I got most of that up. There might be a random potato chip here and there, or a crushed bugle. Um, leaves off of plants. There's no telling what you're liable to find in my car, except that money tree or that winning lottery ticket. I'm telling you. But no, if you keep on that salt and that lemon juice mixed together, you'll heal a lot faster than you think you will. Okay, Tammy, we'll be here. We'll see you back here in a bit. Yep, I'll have in my vehicles, I've hauled chickens, I've hauled goats, I've hauled a baby calf once, geese, ducks, cats, dogs. I've had all kinds of stuff. Hey, You need to come down here, Kathy, and let me clean your car out. I'll be more than happy. You can't tell you're a gardener with that list of stuff. Oh, now, Pete, you can't. We got to share. Yeah, that's. I learned that trick from my daddy. And let me tell you, his gums were so tough. He 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 could bite apples, and he could chew like macadamia nuts and Brazil nuts and stuff. Yeah, the lemon juice works wonders. Hey, if I want the car to look good, I just take it and go get it vacuumed out. Oh no, Bounty keeps her car clean, y'all. No. Yep, leaf blower. Yep. I'm gonna have a mask on because I'm telling you, there's for me going to volunteer at the botanic garden and everything. I have all kinds of dirt. Me going to get hay bales and straw bales. Lord, I clean my car out really good. Most of the times, if I've got time before I go to a craft fair. But other than that, no. She just stays like she is. A driver might be a different story. I like that one. Thank you. Coffee delivery. You should see me go in panic, y'all, when I realized we forgot to bring um, sugar over. Yep, blender, or if you use like the real bacon bits and stuff, coffee grinder. Yep, food processor. Or hey, like the Native Americans done. Look, y'all, when they made pemmican, uh, they had mortar and pestle stones, and they ground it up there. Yep, mortar and pestle, the old rock ones. Hammer will work. No, not if the meat's really dry. And that's how they done it. Is the big grinding stones. How many blankets you got? Hold on, there's a bug crawling up my screen. How many blankets you got? Put them blankets over them windows. Don't starve. Food comes first. Actually, that powdered meat, powdered jerky, you can make soup with that too. It's wonderful. Good evening, Renee. You're not late. I'll tell you right now, the one spice that no human, well, I don't really completely consider it a spice, but hold on, this bug is ah, got it. Some kind of gnat, something. Uh, never, never. I don't care what if you've got doctors telling you this crap and stuff. Never be without salt. Never be without salt. Quebec, what we killing or growing? Coffee, coffee, yes. Good evening, Roots and Shoots. Welcome into chat. How are you doing, darling? Hooty hoot hoot. You better believe it. Or as uh, Lookout Mountain, Georgia Rock Hunter, we give a hoot. Yes, I've done that before, Pam. I have. Yep. Saddle jerky, definitely. We got strange looking long winged gnats. I'm not going knots. What on earth? I'm not going. I don't know if I want to come around your area, Renee. Booze. Yep, booze will help. It's okay. We all speak Taiwanese. Yeah, gas, natural gas, or propane. Because if power goes off, you're still unless unless you have an electric igniter, then you have to reroute around that. But yeah. Good evening, Duval. Welcome in the chat. How are you doing? Oh Lord, after what we heard you was eating last week now. But yeah, no, powder it up. Powder it up. They do have bacon vodka. They do. They already have that. It's a southern thing. Good evening, Lonnie. Welcome in the chat. No, no, you can keep that bacon beer. No, I just cannot do beer. I have tried. It's me and the hops. Me and the hops do not get along. Yeah, no, there's, oh, and God, baby food. I never knew why babies hated baby food so bad until I ended up going to a baby shower. And they always have those crazy games. Yeah, guess the baby food. Oh, oh my gracious, I'm not going to tell you. I felt like a child abuser after having to taste that stuff. No wonder these poor babies spit that stuff back out at us. Oh my God, it's horrible. If you've never ate baby food before, oh, I got something sparkly. If you've never ate baby food before, I mean, as an adult, when you can actually remember how bad it is, and no matter if you ever go to a baby shower, never play that game. I'm telling y'all, I learned my lesson once. It only took once. No, no, more beer for you, Bounty. More beer for you. I just can't do it. But no, it's it. I'm like the 13th warrior. Give me my mead. It's made from honey. Now I can take the mead as long as it's good mead. I've had some horrible mead too. I can't do beer. I have tried. I don't know how many different kinds I've sipped, and ugh. Just being truthful, beer reminds me too much of horse pee. It looks and smells like horse pee. And I've been around horses too long. Yeah, drinking will hurt. You lose your gallbladder. Drinking hurts. Liquors really hurt. Liquors hurt. Now I have maybe, well, of course I take my tinctures, but as for drinking, I might have 2 or 3 drinks a year. And I'm talking about like shots, nothing real big. Unless I make mimosas, and well, I have one. Bugs. Yep, hard stuff. Yeah, I do better with the hard stuff. Yep. Lawrence, you're just wrong. You're wrong, man. Just wrong. I haven't made that in a long time. Hey, did y'all get to see the video for today? I had so much fun making that. What? Chicken a la king is good when it's made right. Bounty, that's great. Yep, once in a while, yep. MREs. Oh, is that what he said he had? Oh my God, I missed the MRE part. Oh my God, I missed the MRE. Sorry about that. Yeah, I did not see the MRE. I don't know how I missed that one. Now, I've had a couple of really good MREs, but ugh, ugh, no. I have had quite a few MREs. I have had quite a few MREs. I've had some ungodly horrible ones, and I have had some really good ones. Good evening, D. England. Welcome into chat. This is your first time. But no, when, if and when I ever get that medium sized freeze dryer, PSTD of MREs, that's too many letters now. Oh, it is? I'm sorry. I tell you, my mind's going. I need to get some sleep and some rest. But yeah, using the freeze dryer, I can make our own MREs. I know it. I have no clue what sleep is. I'm telling y'all. Good evening, Tuber Chat. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? Okay, Pete, go right ahead. Yeah, I don't blame you on that one, Bounty. Thank you so much, Tuber Chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. Truth or dare. Ain't that the truth, Renee? But no, once I get, if I ever, and I know I'm staying positive that I'm gonna finally get one of those medium-sized Harvest Right freeze dryers. One day, I know it's going to happen. But that way, I can show people how to make their own MREs and be able to put them in mylar bags. And there's just so much. I see so many people with these freeze dryers, freeze drying crap and not real food to actually survive off of. Like, first, we'll have to figure out what your zone is and how long is your growing season. When you get a chance up there, um, find your local extension agency. And that way you'll find out how long your growing season is, when's your last frost, when's your first frost, and so on. And then we can go from there. Okay, Kathy. Watch out for bears. Oh my gracious, watch out for bears. We'll see you back here in a bit. Oh, I'll get me some sleep here soon. I haven't had time. I've been so busy trying to save what all I could before those frosts came, making videos, getting ready for the Herb Society workshop Thursday, crafts fair coming up. Yeah. I did get to go have fun Saturday night though, y'all. Good evening, Ultimate Acres. Doing great. Welcome into chat. Just ignore that part. It don't matter. But yeah, no, this year has been really busy, and plus I've been helping out with family in the hospital. But I did get to stop and go have fun. Me and my other half went down to my sister's Angela's Halloween party. And but it was a half fun trip, half working trip because the first part of the trip down was going Uznia harvesting. Video coming up, y'all. But then we got to sit around the bonfire and I got to spend time with her talking, trying to catch up and all kinds of stuff. But no, I actually got to sit down and relax. Oh, that's okay, Pete. Yeah, from what I saw on the last glance radar, it's going to be bad, y'all. If y'all are in the way of these storms, be ready. Pay attention, y'all. I don't know about that slough water. Okay, we need to find out what your zone is. It's not hard to find out. If you want to, Kathy, send me or Kathy Kitchen, send me your where's my mouse? There it is. Uh in an email. Send me your city. Don't worry, it won't go out to nobody else. And I'll look it up and let you know what your grow zone is. Oh, I knew it was something I wanted to ask. Miss Viola, has the river started going down yet? Okay, zone 8. Okay. Now, got to remember, you can be zone 8, zone 8A, or zone 8B. A lot of times it makes a big difference. What'd you do, Kathy? Hot box it? I'm in the twilight zone. I know that feeling sometimes. Especially if I'm in a crowd of really, really young people and I'm looking around like, oh, I know I didn't just hear that. Yep, yep. Keep the damp out, cause that way your bones won't get chilled. Because if your bones get chilled, it takes a while to warm back up. I know that one all too well. Yeah, down there, Lonnie, you're fairly close with them temperatures down there, the Hades, I tell you. I don't see how you do it. I kudos to you, Lonnie. I couldn't take that heat. I mean, heat, the temps are hot enough here, but Lordy. Yep, yes, you are. I've been watching that one that they was talking about, Ultimate Acres. I've been watching that one. But y'all, if you're in the pathway of these storms coming, I'm telling y'all, don't let your guard down. Hey, Tanya, welcome in the chat. How are you doing, darling? You feeling better? Good evening, Donald. Welcome in the chat. And I wanted to thank you so much for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. No, the reason why. All right, I'm gonna just get serious with everyone. Let me get a drink here. Now, I have a web store. I have the site for a web store. I've had it for 4 months now, y'all. Every time I tried to sit down or get ready to list to work on it, something's come up. I had to leave immediately or I had to take care of something else. Everything's been keeping me from doing it. And I found out why. It's this new bill. If this bill passes, I'm not registering none of my tinctures. I'm not registering none of my salves, nothing I make with the government. It will be a very frigid day in hell before I ever get an electronic um, card or anything, or pay them to test my products to say what's in my products when I know what's in my products. So if this bill S4090 passes, I'm not going to be able to have a web store. And like one lady said, and I can't remember her name, that it might be best that I get when I can get caught up, which will be here soon. Anybody that's interested in ordering tinctures or anything from me, to get on it like an email list. And that way, I can do updates when I have something for sale, which I have a bunch for sale. But if this bill passes, I would have to take my website down automatically. And it might just be best not letting them know what all I do make. And no, they don't know everything I make. I don't post everything. But if this bill passes, I'm not going to be allowed to sell anything that I make unless I get that digital ID and everything and pay them to test my products to make sure that they're, you know, pure. And of course, I won't be able to say what I know they heal because, according to the FDA, there's no documented facts on any of that. Well, I disagree with you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that, Tanya. I'll keep you in my prayers. Hope all goes well, honey. Oh, my gracious. Kathy, I didn't know about that. Man, I'm gonna have to keep both of y'all. Well, I automatically keep all the owls in my prayers. Sorry, I'm catching up on chat here. I'm allergic to the e-cigs. No, I can't do the e-cigs. But I don't smoke cigarettes. I smoke cigars. Less chemicals. And I know it's bad for me. I know, but we all have our vices. And I'd rather smoke a cigar than I would pop a big pharma pill. Good evening, Ark Wildman. Welcome into chat. How are you doing this evening? Yep, you should be getting a lot of rain. Just keep your eyes peeled, Ark, because yeah, it's going to get bad. What's coming up at the moment's not too bad. It's watching that tail that's down there in Texas is what I've been watching. Oh, Lawrence, we know you have vices. You like to French kiss. Uh. Oh God, what was it? Squid? No, not squid. Jellyfish. Yeah, we know about you. We know about you, Lawrence. That's okay, Ultimate Acres. We understand. Nope, I don't do that. Nope, it's straight cigar. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lonnie, but yeah, I don't know how y'all survived that heat down there. No, I do the tiny cigars. I don't do the big ones. Once in a blue moon, I'll have a bigger cigar, but no. Okay, Roots and Shoots. I know what you mean. I've been in that situation. You take care. And that's why I always, because I know not everybody can stay for the whole 2 hours. My gracious, it might be too much for most people. That's why I do the replay option. Okay, Pete, you take care. We'll see you again here soon. Hopefully, you can make it back. Thank you so much, Roots and Shoots. You have a blessed evening. And hopefully, he ain't too much trouble on you. I do the talons because the talons are cheaper. Especially, I prefer the sweet original. I don't know. I was looking at that tail end. That's some rough looking stuff, but I know it's building. Okay, Dark Lord Minute, you still got some time. You might make it back. Stay positive. Yeah, I like her name too. That's a great channel name. Oh, the Cheyennes? Yeah, no, the Talons are cheaper than them. Yes, we need the rain really bad. I still have not been able to do any cast iron campfire cooking at all. Not this whole summer. We're still too dry to even have a fire in the fire pit. Good night, Miss Viola. I hope you enjoyed yourself and you take care. It's always good seeing you in chat. Yeah, it's going to be swooping up towards Michigan. Yeah. But I've been, like I said before chat, Jana, where you going? Before chat, I was watching the radar. I'm more leery of the tail that's coming up out of Texas. It's building, and it's supposed to hit us late tonight into tomorrow morning. Of course, being here, all the really most, well, about 95% of the time, if it's tornadoes and stuff, it's going to hit at night here. Oh, I don't watch news. I just go watch the radars. I kind of watch the weekly outlook, and I can, because I know they're going to keep changing it, but it gives me a heads up, a starting point of what to expect, and then I can watch the weather signs around me, and I'll get the general basis of what's going to happen that day. Yeah, I watch him too, but Lordy, he gets on my nerves so much. I hope so. I hope so. But there was some pretty beautiful red, orange, and yellow globs starting to build up down in Texas coming up. We'll find out. But for the last, I'd say 4 days, not 3, but 4. Excuse me, y'all. The last 4 days, each day, the winds have been building up really strong and gusty, more gusty each day, but they die off at night, which is, very interesting. That's when you start watching. But last night I got really uneasy sitting on the back porch and I saw 2 of the moths that only come out around here when unfortunately there's going to be a chance for tornadoes. And that's why I tell people be careful tonight and into tomorrow. Oh, wait, Hillbilly. Was that the dude, I think, from Maine? Oh, no. Did he pass away? Yep. Good evening, local Okie. How are you doing? Welcome in the chat. Yeah, dead still is when it's building. Just keep your eyes on the radar for us, girl, and you be safe now. That's okay, Ultimate Acres. That's fine. No need for apologies. Just ride along with us. Okay. Yeah, my sister who lives up in Maine, she turned me on to him a long time ago. Oh, he is hilarious. Now don't get me wrong, Ryan Hall's good and everything, but that poor boy gets on my nerves. He really does. It's too much flash bang. I'm let's just say old. set in my ways, give me the story, and I'm good. I don't need all this splash, bang, and all this other stuff. I just want to know what's going on. But yeah, that I used to just die laughing watching that hillbilly weatherman. Now, if you have virgin ears, be prepared. But hillbilly weatherman is absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I just like to know what's going on. What's the barometer reading? What's humidity reading? You got to factor all that in. I don't need flash and bang. Yes, they are. Yes, I found that out when I was up there. The one I want to meet up there is the man that catches the. I don't know if he's still alive or not. Sorry, y'all. I don't know if he's still alive or not, but I saw him and I can't. I think it was a series of several years back on Netflix, and he caught eels in the river behind him, and he smokes them and sells them, and he uses the old Native American eel like traps, rock traps, and everything. I'd like to meet him. I don't know his name. I can't remember it. Yeah, just be careful. When it gets quiet like that's when it's building. Hey, Belly Acres, Jilly, I have missed you. Have you been okay? Hope everything's been okay, Jilly. I don't know who he was, Kathy, but he was a wild looking little skinny older gentleman, and man, I just sat there and watched all these people come into his little shop that's right there by his house and buy those smoked eel, and I would just be jealous as could be. New Hampshire, I think. Oh Lord, you're gonna get me the line, Kathy. You're gonna get me the line. But yeah, I don't. Let's see. I can't remember. It was a Netflix. They talked about these guys in Maine that dug bloodworms, and it was him doing the eels, catching the eels. Um, and there were several other. I can't. I think there was a couple people in Canada. I think another one was up in Alaska. And I can't remember it all, but that man with the eels is what has stuck in my memory the most. Oh, good luck, Peach. Good luck. Oh no, I am sorry to hear that, Jilly. I will definitely keep y'all in my prayers. Now, it's not the electric eels; it's the regular. I'm from the South. We don't have those delicacies down here, but it's just I think it's regular eels. Now we do we do have the leeches down here. Not as bad. You get more leeches when you go further south and especially if the water is a little more stagnant. But oh, watching that man catch those eels, and I just wished I could, could have got some. And I love smoked eel. I don't know if it's Turtle Man. I don't think it's him. It was a Netflix series. No, I don't. I did. It wasn't a National Geographic. But hello, Lisa. Welcome into chat. How are you doing? It might be. He's a tall, skinny. Oh, well, back then he was a tall, skinny, older man, and he used because he wouldn't. He kept the river that run. It was a small river, nothing big, but he kept the river behind his run through his property as natural as could be, and he made sure that Native American rock built eel traps and everything was used and everything. It's hard to explain. I enjoyed that, but those poor guys, I was going to say bubbas, but those poor people, those two that it was up in Maine, all they wanted to do was fight amongst each other. And Lord, I don't think I'd be wanting to be digging for no blood worms, but apparently they sell for a lot of money. Uh-oh, I missed Ark. Hold on. All right, try. It might be the Delaware River, but I can't remember, and it drives me crazy. Give them an ounce, he'll take pints. Oh, that's a good one, Ultimate Acres. Oh, that's good. Yeah, he had a smokehouse, nothing big, and he would catch the eels and sell them in this little bitty. It wasn't a big building, it was a little bitty building, and people would just come from miles and miles away to get the smoked eels. Yes, yes, Lawrence. Tall, skinny guy, long gray beard. Feisty, feisty too. He was very feisty. Leave it up to Lawrence to know who it is. Uh-oh. Who? Hey, Regina, welcome into chat. How are you doing? But see, I love eel. I absolutely, me and my other half love eel. They are so good. What?
Yeah, they are.
Because,
They taste like bacon.
yes, yes, when they're fried, the smoked eel, when it's fried, tastes like bacon, y'all. Oh, I bet you that was a pretty sight. Yes, they can. We have our own mariner. He called Lawrence. He does crazy things. Because I think he's trying to keep us on his toes, on our toes. But no, there's now we like sushi, but we do not like sashimi. I don't do no raw fish. Or no raw. Um but there's one that they make around here where it's wrapped with fried eel. Oh my gracious, it tastes like bacon. It is so good. Yes, yes. I have dealt with some Mainers. Yes. Not all are bad, but some of them you gotta look like, oh, where'd you escape from? I can't remember. It was so many years ago when I watched it. And I was always, because they would flip back and forth each week and show two or three different, of the two or three different people and what they done. And I always looked forward to when it was time for them to do the eel guy. Because the poor guys digging the blood worms up in Maine, all they wanted to do was fight, you know, squabble between each other. And it's like, oh, come on, y'all quit. But at least I know there's bloodworms up there in Maine and watch out for them. Apparently, they're really good fish bait. But yeah, I've seen quite a few feisty Mainers. Lawrence, didn't get to ask you. Everything turned out okay in that electric storm last Monday? You didn't take no damage to your boat, did you? There was something else I was going to tell. Oh, Lawrence, what are we going to do about you? You mean lightning actually hit your boat? Or was it close to the boat? Yep, so Lawrence nailed it. Lawrence is the one that said it was Ray Turner. Is he still alive? Because he was up there when I was watching the show. I enjoyed watching him because, feisty. Well, of course, lightning that close is going to scare the crap out of you. I'm telling you, Lawrence, we're going to have to get you off that boat and bring you into safety. I'm telling you, Lawrence. Oh, that's okay, Angel. Did you get my email? Yeah, it is part of the deal. Main thing is just be safe, Lawrence. Lord. Well, as long as you can swim, it's safer there. Flying cow like on Twister, yep. Oh, good evening, Pauletta. How are you doing? Welcome in the chat. Listen, I've seen tornadoes do a lot of very, very weird things in my life. But yep, your package went out today, Angel. All the information's in your email. All right, you be careful for us, girl. Don't you take no chances. Keep your eyes open, because from what I was seeing, that was some ugly, ugly building. Oh, you're welcome, Angel. No, thank you. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Okay, Jeff, you be careful. I didn't know you were still here. I thought you had to leave earlier. You take care, Jeff Brown. You have a blessed evening. We'll see you next Monday night. But yeah, Forest Girl, you be careful because what I was watching on that radar was ugly. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind people lurking at all. Just remember, click the thumbs up before you head out, please. I'm fine with people lurking. I'm fine with people who like to talk and chat and laugh. That's good too. It's all good. I know people's busy. But no, getting back to about those weird things of seeing what tornadoes have done. Uh, this was when I was a teenager, and tornadoes where I'm at now. Tornado was a little further into the city of Millington. I saw stuck halfway in a light pole, um, a popsicle stick. No, it wasn't a popsicle stick. It was a corn dog stick. Or it's a popsicle stick. It's one of the two. It was a long time ago, y'all. I'm getting old. But I remember seeing it. It was stuck into that light pole. Now, it was, telephone pole, the wooden ones. That wooden stick was stuck over halfway into that pole. It wasn't broke. It wasn't splintered. It wasn't snapped. It was wedged into that telephone pole. I've seen a lot of weird stuff before. That's fine. Tell them to come on in. Tell them to come on in. That's perfectly fine. And nothing, and this was a long time ago, y'all. And it was back when my sister was alive. We were riding horses out in the field after this so said tornado I was talking about. And she hollered out, stopped her horse real fast, jumped off. And of course, that's back before cell phones or anything like that. So if we wanted to take a picture of it, one of us would have had to stay there so we'd find it again and go to the house, get the camera. But she found a perfectly folded up dollar bill. Now, this was in the middle of 100 acres, y'all. Folded up dollar bill with a fork, a metal fork stuck through it down in the ground. Yep, I've heard about the cows with the 2x4s through them. Poor thing. Because it happened so fast, a lot of times they don't even realize that it's happened. That's horrible. But yep, I've seen the feathers. Feathers are not in the telephone poles, but stuck in trees. Yep. See, I don't listen to many weathermen. I watch those radars. Now, Ryan Hall, if it gets bad enough, I'll be listening to Ryan Hall. But if it's not bad, if it's not that bad, I'll be watching radar. But everyone, this is it's building up to be really bad because we've got, and I could feel it. all the warm, moist air just blowing like crazy up out of the Gulf. And we've got this really strong cold front, and they're going to merge right pretty much on top of where we're at. So later tonight or in the morning is when we're going to start seeing it here. Oh my gracious. Yep, it's weird how those storms work. Yep. I don't know if anybody remembers it. I can't remember what year it was, but it was when now another thing we have to watch really carefully about here in Tennessee, those tornadoes will uh the funnel clouds or the tornadoes will freight train down Interstate 40 going up towards Nashville. And I had been up in Jackson, and that was when the four really bad tornadoes come through Jackson, Tennessee, and hit. I missed them by about 45 minutes. I went back the next day. It was a little too close for my liking. I was fine, but I remember watching the storms come because I was with a friend and I was dropping him off at his house because we had went to go visit friends together because road trips, you know. And when two or more go, the gas gets cheaper. We were coming back, and I was struggling to keep the car on the road because the wind had gotten so bad. But we counted 7 different colors of lightning that night. Yeah, that was scary. But yeah, these are going to get bad because it's it's been a while since we've had any bad weather. We haven't really had any hurricanes, which is extremely odd. Now I know Ian, however you want to pronounce it, was really bad, but we haven't seen any weather. No replacement for your plastic doll. Oh my God, that's great. That's just scary. I had to been leery seeing that, Julie. Just be careful for us, girl. Just keep your eyes open. It'll be fine. If you hear that freight train noise, that's when you get to your room of safety. Yep, they do. They absolutely do sound like a train coming. And I do not like it when they come at night. Hugo was rough. Hugo was a really bad storm. I remember when Katrina held together coming up the river up to Memphis. Yeah, when green gumballs, from gum trees, when they sound like boulders, and I'm not talking about little rocks, I'm talking about boulders. When they make green gumballs sound like boulders hitting a tin roof, you know you got some trouble. Yeah, Storms can be very, very interesting, and they're getting more interesting here lately. But I knew when the wind started building up and changing each day, and the wind can't make up its mind which direction it wants to come from, and that tells you just how unstable the atmosphere is around you. And the one thing that I did not like above all else was seeing those two moths last night. I told him, I said, look, I don't know where y'all came from, but you can go back to where you came from and go into hibernation or something. I don't want to see you. Because it never fails when those certain really fuzzy white moths come out. It usually means tornadoes. Yes, yes. Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about, Jilly, and it's spooky. It'll get you on your toes. Yeah, they've been saying, they've been kind of releasing a little bit of information on that. It's been way more sharks than there usually is. Only thing I could think of is maybe that ocean water's colder and it hasn't warmed up much, and that's pushing the sharks, closer to the bay, or is the food running out and, they're kind of looking for, us two legged buffets, or what's going on? Could be that too. But I've had shark before. I was not impressed with it. Sure could have. They could have. Because, yeah, these hurricanes this year haven't made a bit of sense in the direction they've been going. Okay, Bounty. Thank you, sister, for coming in. It's always so good to get to see you. Well, chat with you. I can't say see you, but you know what I mean. You stay safe up there, because, I mean, stuff's getting amped up crazy town even more. I need to go into more detail about that in another Let's Have a Talk. Apparently, some of these countries over in the EU is starting to revolt because, yeah, they're not going to let their people freeze to death over the winter. Oh, no, you don't, Kathy. There's going to be more trouble than you want. Yes, a lot of them starting to see the light. But then that also makes me wonder, how much more is the other side going to fight back? Well, Lawrence, she's getting tired of waiting. A good, a good old fashioned Russian man who wants to flee. Oh my gracious, Kathy. Oh my God, that was great. Oh, yeah, Lawrence, she's tired of waiting on you. It's just like back in the day, those sailors would just leave their women on shore and just leave them. Yeah, we're into some ugly coming up. You got plenty of vodka. Oh, you was lucky on that one, Kathy. You was very, very lucky on that one. Okay, hippie chick, thank you so much for coming in to chat. It's always so great to see you. Now, like I told everybody earlier, I'm not ignoring comments. I'm I'm on once this week. I've got to survive this week. Once this week is over with, I'll have a little downtime and I'm going to catch up on comments, emails, everything, y'all. I'm not ignoring y'all, I promise. Okay, LP, good night and thank you for coming in to chat. I always appreciate you coming in. Good to see you. Y'all stay safe tonight. Keep your eyes open, y'all. But yeah, I just want people to know I'm not ignoring y'all. But man, I tell you, one-legged, no-armed person in a death cage match is about how I feel. As soon as I survive Saturday, I have I have about, well, quite a few days of downtime. Okay, Kathy, no problem. I'll see you back here in a bit. Good night, hippie chick. You sleep well and peaceful, because the rains are coming your way too. That's just like right now. I'm not hearing the wind blow outside. You? I can't hear it now. It's been gusting. Oh, this has been going on for months, Jilly. Wore out. It will, Kathy, it will traumatize you, but you remember, always remember, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And don't give over your power to it. Don't give your power away. Learn from that. And I know it was a horrible, scary experience. Learn from that. Hey, Dark Lord Minute, you did make it back. I told you would. Okay, Kathy, go check it out. Come right back if you get a chance to. But yeah, and also, Julie, my sinuses went ape because when was we at Fall Ball? September? No, I don't think it was October.
Oh.
See y'all, we're so tired. Things are blending. Uh, went to a music festival. We got too cold there, especially me. Excuse me, y'all. Don't mean to be rude. Got cold there. Then it warmed back up. I got cold again, but it's that cold where your bones actually get cold and it's hard for you to get warm back up. And then my sinuses got me. And I know it was sinuses. What is this fly doing above me? I swear. But yeah, had massive sinuses. Fought that and won. It's trying to start back up. I haven't got to look at them. Last time I haven't physically got to, get close enough to look at them. But last time, I don't think they're going to make it. But if they don't, guess what? Here comes springtime. I know where to go this spring. And so, like right now, my hands are just absolutely killing me. Yeah. Nope, I ain't bathing no dog. That was good. I like that one. But yeah, let's see. I've got quite a few videos. Sorry, y'all, not meaning to be rude. I have quite a few videos coming out for me trying to recoup from having to hurry because our frost was early this year. Yeah, my fingers are swollen really bad right now. Uh, and my calf muscles are just throbbing. I can feel the pressure. I will not wash a dog. Hey, you chose to be out there where you don't have much of a growing season now. But yeah, for here it was early. I cut the sweet potato vines back, harvested them, but hopefully here soon. Sorry, y'all, I'm not meaning to be rude, but here soon I'll be dissecting the bales to see how well they've done, but um, see how well they done because I knew I was tap dancing with fate to see if was planting too late, but it's better to plant too late than not plant at all because at least I got the vines. If I don't have sweet potatoes, I'll have vines. Yep, that's true. Italy is pretty, but you're still kind of safer here. Oh my gracious, that's horrible, Jilly. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh my gracious, Duval. I'm sorry to hear that, Duval. Yeah, a lot of us are having trouble this year with sinuses more often than other things. But that should not give you a rash though, Jilly. Good evening, my Renaissance grandma. How are you doing? Welcome in the chat. But yeah, My gracious, we're all falling apart, you know. As we get older, it gets more interesting. I don't know who pulled out the sick bingo cards, but yeah, they need to go back up. But yeah, that shouldn't cause a rash, Julie. I think they're just playing a guessing game. You got any pine tar soap, Julie? Yep, I was thinking that too, Dark Lord. Yeah, I've noticed that today. Not yesterday, but as the storm gets closer, my sinuses are just gone ape. Yeah, a lot of my hurts are being amplified because of the storms coming. The storms aren't here yet, but I can feel them. That don't make no sense, Jilly. See, doing the water fast would kill me. 'Cause I would have to be keep doing the Berkey water in order to do any kind of water fast. Yes, pine trees are extremely nutritious, very high in vitamin C. The resin is a healer. Pine tar soap, good pine tar soap, as clean, as organic as you can find. Eczema, psoriasis, rashes, you name it, will work on it. You can take the pine needles and make tea. You want to get the fresher pine needles, make tea with that. That's really good. Extremely high in vitamin C. Well, see, here where I'm at, the pine needles don't, I mean, the pine cones, we don't have the pine trees that make the pine nuts. Yep. Except here, my mosquitoes, no. Tea tree don't do nothing to them. I think it's actually, to be honest, I think tea tree is some kind of pheromone or something to mosquitoes around here. I'm sorry to hear that, Duval. We'll definitely keep you in our prayers. Would you like me to post on the community tab to keep you in everybody's prayers? Yeah, yeah. Pine is good as a stuffing for pillowcases as long as the fabric's good and tightly woven. That's odd that pine didn't work for it. Yeah, a lot of times tea tree don't work for me either. Oh, believe me, Captain, we eat garlic. If a vampire licked us, it'd drop dead in its spot. No, don't do nothing for mosquitoes here. You could you can use that Cutter's bug spray. They huff that stuff and then laugh at you. Okay, Forest Girl, I'm glad you're okay. You still stay safe because it can still build up. Strep, yep, strep can also cause a rash. That's true. Yeah, I was expecting that, Lawrence, from what I was looking at, because I keep an eye on things like this for around here, especially. It don't take much for them tornado watches to pop up after what I was looking at. Okay, Duval, I'll post that. I'll post that tomorrow for you. Oh no, Lonnie, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh no, 3 feet, they'll jump that. They'll jump that in a heartbeat. But yeah, definitely strep can and will cause rashes. Maybe, but I doubt it with just its head missing. That sounds like something that a fox, a mink, a weasel would do. Unless it was a coon or possum and you scared it off. You haven't changed up any of your detergents or anything, Jilly, have you? Yeah, Owl would have took off with it.
Canines would have tore it to hell.
Huh?
Canines would have tore it to hell.
Yeah. Yeah, coyotes are getting really bad around here, and you always know where they're at because they don't like to hear sirens around here. But it sounds like a mink, weasel, which mink weasel about the same thing, or a fox, unless it was something else and she interrupted it coming out to put the chickens up and it ran off. But a lot of times they'll just run with it. Yep, cats will do stuff like that too, but not big full grown chickens though. Or I'm half scared to get a wild game cam at my place. There's no telling what I'm liable to see. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Lonnie. Hey, Grace before me Farms, how are you doing? Welcome into chat. It is good to see you in chat. Yeah, I forgot about the skunks. Yep, you're right on that one. Skunks will too. Now around my house it's hoodfoot. But there's a lot of stuff running down around in Texas a lot of people don't know about and a lot of people won't talk about. Determination. I will make it to that live stream. But also, I understand people if you can. Yes, you chupacabra. Yes, I understand that people can't always make it to the live stream. I understand, but that's why I also set it up so that you can watch the replay and get to watch the chat. So you don't just think I'm this crazy woman up here just spewing all kinds of stuff out. You actually can see that I'm answering questions and stuff. Actually, I can't control it. Indoor humidity at our house. No power, no way to do it. But dehumidifier, you could always get a dehumidifier. Oh, I got to go into the hoop house today. Let me tell you, it was hot up in there. I had to come back up out of there to get a little cooler outside, grab the water. I had to water all the babies in the hoop house. The poor little leaning hoop house, but it's holding up. I'm not sure how good it's going to do through these storms tonight, but hopefully it's going to stay intact. Okay, now if your greenhouse is heated, you got to remember toothache plant is a tropical plant. Don't just pull it up, dig it up. If it's a heated greenhouse, yes, it will survive. Or you can cut it back and make cuttings from it. It roots very easily. A frost cover won't work because it will burn. Now, if your greenhouse is not heated, you can take them into your house. Now, they might drop a few leaves, but it'll be fine. or you can just take a whole bunch of cuttings and set them in good, healthy, fertile soil, and because they root like tomatoes and basil very easily. But it's a tropical plant, and yeah, no, it won't take any cold. I'm old. Nothing much changes. I know that one all too well, Julie. Yeah, no, upper 20s, it will die. It think tropical plant. It will die, but it like I said, it roots easily. So if you want to start even more plants, take a bunch of cuttings. Okay, Lawrence, go for it. You could, or just let them drop naturally. They'll drop. But if I was you, don't keep it. What happens is if it, you know, goes from warm climate to cold and everything back and forth, it'll go into slight shock because it's not having time to acclimate. Some of my leaves on my lemon tree have gone some just a shade yellow because I moved my lemon tree into the hoop house. Well, you would have loved it if you would have got to see the first half. I have no clue where it went to, not whatsoever. I was filming it. It was going to be just like the turmeric video, educational from the beginning to the end. You get to see the whole harvest. I know for some odd reason the ginger plant hit the camera, but yeah, it paused it, and then poof. And I didn't even know that the first part of the video, 30 minutes of it, went poof and just disappeared. Now, if you wanted to, if you felt safer, you could take scissors and trim the yellowing leaves off right there at the trunk. But just make sure but make sure that lemon tree stays warm, Lawrence. Oh, that might be a fungal infection if it looks black. If I remember right, there is a fungal infection called smut. Yep, just make sure it stays warm, not over warm, and don't let it dry out. That's just like on my plumerias. I've got to mix up some Dawn and some neem oil. Um, of all things, just out of the blue, out of nowhere, I have it's a plumeria rust. It's only one kind of fungus that bothers plumeria. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm in the hood. How the hell did this uh, fungus get here that doesn't bother nothing else but plumeria? I'm like going, I know nobody else in this hood has plumeria. What on earth? So I've got to play with that to get my plumerias back in shape. Oh, the ginger video? Is that what you're talking about, Grace? Before me? I'm trying to keep up here.
You like the candle, Bunny?
I need to find me some of those shampoo ginger plants. I've been wanting some of those. And I want to find black turmeric. I've been wanting some of that as well. Oh, you're welcome, Lawrence. More than happy to help. That's okay, Tammy. That's okay. I don't know what to tell you, Lonnie, 'cause that don't make sense. There's something around there doing something it ain't supposed to be doing. Was you trying to say squirrel, Dark Lord Minute? Or it's got to be something wildlife around you. Yeah, I can't stand autocorrect. Man, y'all think I was crazy if I didn't double check my description boxes I write. Y'all be wondering that old lady nipping. Now, another question. Now, another thing that will attack chickens also. Uh, you got any rats around? Rats will do it too. Um, Now that's a 50-50 on doing the horseradish. A lot of people, hold on a minute. Sorry, y'all. A lot of people will store them in crates in chips. What chips? That's what I'm trying to think. Uh, wood chips. You can store them in. I've known people just leave them in the ground over winter and they'll be fine. So you can do it either way. If you wanted to do, cause see, I've left mine in the ground in the big pot over winter, and of course now we usually don't have really bad winters here either. Yes, horseradish has been very hard to get a hold of. Now, A lot of people don't know that a good substitute, if you cannot get the horseradish, go to your local Asian market and look for ground wasabi. And of course, read the ingredient list because you don't want no oil or none of that crap. A lot of times you can get just pure wasabi. A lot of people don't know what they sell here in America. It's ground up horseradish. It's not actual wasabi. Listen, they talk to text doesn't understand my southernese too well either. I'm telling you, some of the things they type down, I'm like, oh no, I know I didn't say that. Oh my gracious, if you've never dug those up, oh, I bet you have some beautiful, massive roots. I've been trying to get horseradish to grow here, but we've been way too hot. That's why I'm excited about the seeds that I got from my Tennessee home, my new Tennessee homestead. I know I'm murdering the channel. Um, Rhubarb. I've been dying to get rhubarb growing here, but we're so hot. But I'm beginning to wonder if I could scoot those rhubarb plants up under the shade if they'd grow better here. Because I'm telling you, been wanting to grow rhubarb. Oh, you finally figured out what it was, Lawrence, that was doing it, huh? Oh, you're welcome, Grace, Before Me Farms. I'm more than happy to help out as best I can. And if I don't know the answer, I'll send you the right direction. Strawberry rhubarb, yes. Pie, jam, you name it. Yes, that crap messes your immune system up very badly. Hold on, I missed something. Yes, I've been wanting. That's another reason why I've been wanting to try to get a hold of that shampoo ginger. I want to see how good it is. Well, let me tell you that horsetail reed shampoo I made. Man, let me tell you, you're squeaky clean hair. Oh, that sounds interesting. Use zucchini for it. Yes, I have seen the soap without lye. Now, to harden up soap, now I'm not a big fan of glycerin because I know a lot of people that have allergies to glycerin. That will harden up soap so you don't have to use the lye too. Alrighty, as soon as I can get time, I promise. I got a lot of stuff coming up I want to do, and now that maybe, just maybe, I might be going into a little bit slower time. I'm not holding my breath, y'all, but uh, I'll get some other things done that I want to. I got some interesting videos coming up for y'all for the next 2 weeks, so yeah, the ashes are a less harder version of that, and it does work well. No, you're not the only one, Duval. You're definitely not alone on that. But wood ash is what they used to use a long time ago for soap making.
What do you want? Fucking up my desk like this? Break my record for what? Setting the house on fire. Fucking cows.
Good evening. Let's try gardening. I hate to say I was about to call it a night. So I've got to get up and move. I'm really starting to hurt. Yeah, I really don't want to use any lye if possible. Now, I wouldn't mind the wood ash because you can control what wood ash. Because if you burnt a red oak, that has more. It's a little stronger than the white oak, and you could study up on the trees to see which ash, which one makes the best ash for making soap. So it looks like I'm gonna be busy trying, seeing what we can do to make some soap, y'all. Oh no, you're not late. That's why I make sure on the replay that you can also see the words, the chat. That way you don't think I'm just a crazy woman talking to myself. Nope, you saw what you saw. There was a whole bunch of them on clearance here. Dandelion be dead. Yes, these people are psychotics. Alright, you be careful, Forest Girl. Keep your eyes on that radar. I mean, don't get paranoid, but just keep your eyes open. No, no, it's the truth. I've seen them on the clearance aisle here in Walmart too. Whole lot of poison going on clearance. Whole lot of poison. Now, on the other hand, I did I did get a whole bunch of organic fertilizer on clearance. They don't care. They don't care. They got to have that, perfect grass. Another reason why I hate grass. It has it has certain benefits, It's okay when it's a pasture for animals. In my garden, I don't want it in there. Yep. But I've been noticing around me there's that a lot of the chemtrails have disappeared. They're not making them like they used to. So it makes me wonder what's going on with that. You know, I'm not allowed. I don't allow poisoning of anything. Because if there is something you need to poison, there's always vinegar, and especially if you can find the like 30% cleaning vinegar, that'll kill it. Okay, you can't take any hormones. Um, Also, not only do I have the red clover, I also have the Vitex. Uh, the red clover, you take a teaspoon per cup of boiling water and make your tea. Uh, the Vitex, do some research on Vitex. Now, I have one video on the Vitex. That might work good for you. All right, y'all. I was, catching up on chat over here and started drifting. I'm gonna have to get my tail off of here. Y'all, thank you again for a wonderful Monday night chat. I look so forward to getting to talk to and see everyone. Well, you know what I mean about seeing. I look forward to my weekly Monday night dose. Uh, Please click like before you head out if you don't mind. I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I've got quite a few good videos coming out for y'all. Also, just a heads up, if I put any videos out that you find interesting, especially about about any of my tinctures or anything like that, start saving the information. They done, took several of my videos down.
Yeah. Good for you.
But yeah, Vitex might be good for you. Now, is it hormone swings that you're having trouble with? Oh, I'm glad you came across my channel too. I love helping everybody and trying to help people be as healthy as they can. And always remember, it's your choice. It's your choice. I haven't. Are you setting up, or is it a homestead festival? Or I know what. If you get a chance to email me the information, I might try to head that way. Columbia. If that's Columbia, Tennessee, I think that's where they have.
Mule day.
Yep, Mule Day. That's what I was thinking. Tennessee, huge mule festival. All right, everyone, y'all take care. Know that y'all are loved and appreciated more than you know. And I look forward to my Monday night dose of actually getting to sit still, look halfway decent, and not looking grubby and digging in the dirt. Y'all take care tonight, especially if you're in the pathway of these storms. Just keep your eyes open and stay safe above all else. Yeah, that's what I was going to tell her. Eat dark chocolate. The darkest chocolate you can find. I'm going to try to get to sleep. I'm probably not going to get much sleep at all this week. Next week, I'll catch up on some sleep. All right. Love y'all. Stay safe and sound. Always remember, we give a hoot. Hoot hoot. I love you all. Y'all take care and stay safe. And I will see y'all next Monday night. Thank y'all. I love y'all dearly. Thank you so much. Y'all be blessed and stay safe, please. Once these storms are over, y'all kind of check in, just say, hey, I'm okay. All right, I will see y'all next Monday night. Y'all take care, especially you, Lawrence. Don't do nothing crazy.